Daniel Bishop, a charismatic and ambitious young man, had just graduated from high school. Despite his laid-back demeanor, he possessed a sharp wit and a determination to make something of himself. On this particular day, he received an unexpected invitation to a reunion at a luxurious sushi spot. Curiosity piqued, Daniel decided to attend, hoping for closure with his ex-girlfriend Marlin Foster. As he entered the elegant venue, the soft ambiance and tantalizing aroma of sushi greeted him. The place was buzzing with conversation and laughter, while the sushi chefs gracefully prepared their culinary masterpieces behind the counter. Among the guests, Daniel spotted Marlin, accompanied by a man who exuded an air of sophistication, Brendan Johnson, her fiancé. Daniel's heart sank, realizing that Brendan was a future manager at a prestigious company. Suddenly, his own accomplishments seemed insignificant in comparison. Daniel took a deep breath and approached Marlin and Brendan, summoning his best smile. Marlin's eyes widened with surprise as she recognized him, but she quickly composed herself, introducing Daniel to Brendan. Brendan's condescending gaze swept over Daniel, a smirk playing at the corner of his lips. "So you're the high school grad," Brendan said, his voice dripping with superiority. "Quite a step down from my position as a future manager, huh?" Daniel chuckled, brushing off the remark. "Well, I guess we all take different paths, right? I'm still figuring things out." Marlin, sensing the tension, interjected with a warm smile. "It's great to see you, Daniel. We've heard about your adventures through mutual friends. Tell us, what have you been up to lately?" Daniel hesitated, his mind racing to find an impressive response. But in that moment, he decided to take a different approach. He shrugged casually and grinned mischievously. "Job? Ditched it, lol. I'm exploring the world, enjoying the freedom of not being tied down." Marlin's eyebrows furrowed with curiosity, while Brendan scoffed dismissively. "Living without responsibility? How long do you plan on indulging in that childish fantasy?" Before Daniel could respond, Essie Goodman, a vibrant sushi chef with a playful smile, overheard their conversation. She couldn't help but be intrigued by Daniel's nonchalant demeanor. Essie had seen her fair share of people with different aspirations and life choices, and she felt an inexplicable connection with this young man who seemed determined to carve his own path. Essie wiped her hands on her apron, her eyes fixated on Daniel. She had spent years honing her craft as a sushi chef, observing people from behind the counter. She had developed a keen intuition for reading others, and Daniel's facade intrigued her. With a smile, Essie approached Daniel, leaning casually against the sushi bar. "So you've ditched the job and embarked on a journey of freedom? That takes courage." Daniel chuckled, appreciating Essie's understanding. "Well, sometimes you have to break free from expectations and find your own path, you know." Essie nodded, her eyes gleaming with empathy. "Absolutely. Society often measures success by certain standards, but true fulfillment comes from living authentically, embracing your passions and dreams." As they chatted, Daniel found himself opening up to Essie. He shared his aspirations of becoming a writer, his love for adventure and exploration, and his desire to make a difference in the world. Essie listened attentively, her encouraging words instilling a sense of confidence within him. Meanwhile, Marlin watched their interaction with a mix of curiosity and nostalgia. She couldn't help but be drawn to Daniel's authenticity, contrasting sharply with Brendan's judgmental attitude. She began to question her own choices and the path she had taken. Brendan, growing impatient with the conversation, pulled Marlin away, leaving Daniel and Essie to continue their heartfelt conversation. Essie offered Daniel a plate of exquisitely crafted sushi, a symbol of their newfound connection. As Daniel savored the delicate flavors of the sushi, he couldn't help but feel a sense of comfort in Essie's presence. Their conversation flowed effortlessly, as if they had known each other for years. Essie's passion for culinary arts and her zest for life resonated with him, inspiring him to embrace his own passions. Meanwhile, Marlin couldn't shake off the feelings of nostalgia that flooded her being. Seeing Daniel's genuine connection with Essie stirred something deep within her. She had built a life with Brendan based on societal expectations and stability, but now she questioned if it was truly fulfilling. Later in the evening, as the reunion continued, Daniel found himself drawn to Marlin once again. The chemistry between them was undeniable, and the memories of their shared history tugged at their hearts. They laughed, reminisced, and allowed themselves to be vulnerable in each other's presence. Marlin couldn't deny the growing conflict within her. She excused herself from Daniel's company, seeking a moment of solitude to gather her thoughts. Brendan, noticing her distant expression, followed her, his face etched with concern. In a quiet corner of the sushi spot, Marlin mustered the courage to confront Brendan. She expressed her doubts about their relationship, explaining how Daniel's authenticity had rekindled something within her that she had long buried. Brendan, caught off guard, attempted to sway her with logic and societal expectations, but Marlin stood her ground. "I want a partner who supports my dreams, who understands the importance of being true to oneself," Marlin asserted, her voice firm. "I can't continue down a path that doesn't align with my heart." Brendan, realizing the depth of Marlin's feelings, reluctantly accepted her decision. They parted ways, their once promising future now a mere memory. With her heart racing, Marlin returned to where Daniel and Essie were engaged in an animated conversation. She took a deep breath, determined to be honest with both herself and Daniel. "Daniel," she began, her voice tinged with vulnerability, "I've realized that I've been living a life that doesn't truly fulfill me. Brendan and I are no longer engaged." Daniel's eyes widened in surprise, mixed with a flicker of hope. "Marlin, But before he could continue, Essie interrupted with a knowing smile. "It seems like destiny has a way of bringing people together, doesn't it?" Marlin nodded, feeling the weight of the moment. "Yes, it does. Daniel, seeing you today, witnessing your authenticity and courage, it made me question everything. I still care about you, and I want to explore where this connection leads." Daniel's heart swelled with a mix of emotions. He had longed for this moment, but he also understood the complexities of their past and the uncertainties of their future. With a gentle smile, he reached out and took Marlin's hand. "I've never stopped caring about you either," he confessed. "Let's take things one step at a time and see where this journey leads us." As they embraced their newfound connection, Essie stood back, a sense of fulfillment washing over her. She had played a part in bringing them together, and seeing their happiness filled her with joy. The trio continued their evening, sharing laughter, stories, and dreams for the future. Daniel and Marlin's love story was rekindled, blossoming anew with a stronger foundation of understanding and authenticity. In the weeks that followed, Daniel and Marlin embarked on a journey of self-discovery and shared aspirations. They supported each other's dreams wholeheartedly, nurturing a deep bond that had withstood the test of time. Daniel pursued his passion for writing, pouring his heart and soul into captivating stories that resonated with readers. Marlin, no longer confined by societal expectations, pursued her own path, exploring her creativity through art and finding fulfillment in expressing herself authentically. Essie, their ever-supportive confidant, continued to craft delectable sushi creations, infusing her artistry and passion into each dish. The luxury sushi spot became not only a symbol of their reunion, but also a testament to the power of following one's dreams. As Daniel's writing gained recognition, he and Marlin embarked on adventures together, traveling to vibrant cities and remote corners of the world. They immersed themselves in new cultures, gaining inspiration for their respective crafts and deepening their love for each other. Throughout their journey, the trio remained connected, supporting and celebrating each other's milestones. Essie's sushi creations became a reflection of their shared experiences, each bite telling a story of love, friendship, and the pursuit of dreams. Their story spread far and wide, capturing the hearts of readers and inspiring others to embrace their passions fearlessly. Daniel and Marlin's love story became a beacon of hope, reminding everyone that true happiness lies in living a life true to oneself. As Daniel and Marlin continued their journey, they encountered their fair share of challenges. They faced moments of doubt and uncertainty, but their unwavering support for each other kept them grounded and resilient. Daniel's writing career faced setbacks and rejections, but Marlin remained his pillar of strength, reminding him of his talent and encouraging him to persevere. With her unwavering belief in him, Daniel found the strength to keep pushing forward, honing his craft and refining his storytelling. Marlin, on the other hand, grappled with the fear of stepping out of her comfort zone and fully embracing her artistic pursuits. But with Daniel by her side, she found the courage to explore new mediums, experiment with different techniques, and share her creations with the world. Together, they celebrated each other's successes, no matter how big or small. Their love grew deeper with every hurdle they overcame, reinforcing the fact that they were not only soulmates but also true partners in life and dreams. Essie continued to play a vital role in their lives, not only as a friend but also as a source of inspiration. Her creativity and dedication to her craft reminded Daniel and Marlin to approach their own pursuits with passion and authenticity. As time went on, Daniel's writing gained traction, attracting the attention of literary agents and publishers. His stories touched the hearts of readers, resonating with themes of love, resilience, and the pursuit of dreams. Marlin's artwork, too, began to captivate audiences, with galleries showcasing her unique vision and emotional depth. Their journey was a testament to the power of love, perseverance, and the pursuit of authenticity. They proved that sometimes the most extraordinary stories are born from the ordinary moments and the courage to follow one's heart. Years had passed since that fateful reunion at the luxury sushi spot. Daniel and Marlin had grown together, not only as lovers but as partners in life's grand adventure. Their love had weathered storms, their dreams had blossomed, and they had created a life intertwined with passion and authenticity. Daniel's writing had reached new heights, with best-selling novels that touched the souls of readers around the world. He had found his voice, weaving tales of love, resilience, and the beauty of embracing one's true self. Marlin, too, had flourished as an artist, her artwork recognized and celebrated for its profound emotional depth. Their love story had become a legend, inspiring others to chase their dreams fearlessly and embrace the power of authenticity. They had built a life filled with adventure, exploring the world and immersing themselves in diverse cultures, gathering inspiration for their creative endeavors. Meanwhile, Essie's talent had not gone unnoticed. Her reputation as a master sushi chef had soared, earning her accolades and a loyal following. The luxury sushi spot had evolved into a culinary haven, renowned not only for its exquisite dishes but also for the warmth and love that radiated from its walls. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Daniel, Marlin, and Essie gathered once again at the luxury sushi spot that had witnessed the birth of their intertwined destinies. They sat at the familiar sushi bar, savoring the artistry of Essie's creations and sharing laughter and stories. In that moment, they realized how far they had come, how love and dreams had intertwined to create a life that surpassed their wildest imaginations. Their journey had been one of growth, resilience, and the unwavering pursuit of authenticity. As the evening came to a close, they stood together, their hearts full of gratitude for the paths they had chosen. They embraced, cherishing the bonds they had forged and the love that had propelled them forward. And as they left the luxury sushi spot, their intertwined destinies continued to unfold, carrying with them the lessons learned, the dreams realized, and the love that had blossomed from a reunion that changed everything.